After the chaos of fixing your finances, paying off debts, building an emergency fund, something strange happens. Silence. The noise of overdue notices, the stress of juggling payments, and the constant worry about making ends meet all fade away. Suddenly, you find yourself in a place you may not have expected. A place where your financial life is for the first time in a long while, quiet. The fires are out, the debts are gone, and suddenly your financial life is quiet. The frantic energy that once filled your days is replaced by a calm you might not recognize. There are no more urgent calls from creditors, no more late-night calculations to see if you'll make it to payday. This quiet can feel unsettling, like you've stopped making progress. You might even wonder if you're missing something or if you should be doing more. The silence can feel almost unnatural after so much noise. But what if this silence is actually a sign of success? What if it means you've reached a new level? A place where your money is finally working for you, instead of the other way around. We're conditioned to equate noise and action with achievement, but real wealth building is different. The world celebrates hustle, but true financial progress often happens quietly, in the background, without fanfare. Early wins are loud and exciting, paying off a credit card, hitting your first savings goal. These moments feel like crossing finish lines, and they come with a rush of adrenaline and pride. But after those victories, the journey shifts, the pace slows, and the milestones become less dramatic. The excitement of quick wins gives way to the steady rhythm of maintenance and growth. Now it's about steady, almost boring routines, investing, saving, repeating. You automate your savings, review your budget, and stick to your plan. It's not glamorous, but it's effective. The feedback loop stretches from days to years. Progress is measured in small, incremental steps, not giant leaps. You may not see dramatic changes overnight, but the results compound over time. Your retirement account inches forward, not leaps. Each contribution is a quiet victory, building a foundation for your future even if it doesn't feel exciting in the moment. This is the quiet phase, the marathon, not the sprint. It's about endurance, not speed. The journey is long, but every step counts. The silence means you've moved from fixing problems to nurturing growth. Like tending a garden, you water, you wait, and you trust the process, knowing that results will come with time. It's about patience and discipline, not drama. The real challenge is sticking with your plan, even when it feels uneventful or slow. The real work of wealth building happens in this quiet, steady hum. It's the background music of your financial life, always playing, even if you barely notice it. You're no longer in the emergency room, you're in long-term wellness mode. Just like maintaining your health, maintaining your finances is about consistency and care, not constant crisis. The goal now is to stay the course, even when it feels uneventful. The real reward is knowing you're building something lasting, even if it's not always thrilling. Understanding this shift is crucial to lasting financial independence. Recognizing that the quiet is not a void, but a sign of stability, is a key mindset change. Don't mistake quiet for stagnation. Growth is happening, even if it's slow and steady. The silence is where your wealth takes root. The marathon's whisper is where true wealth is built. Embrace the silence. It's the sound of your financial future taking shape, one quiet step at a time. The early days of financial change are all about removing obstacles, paying off debts, clearing bills, building savings. It's a time of action, where every step you take feels like you're finally gaining ground after being stuck for so long. You're not just managing money, you're reclaiming your future, one decision at a time. Each debt paid is a rock lifted from your path. Every payment chips away at the mountain that once seemed impossible to climb. The weight you've been carrying starts to lighten, and the road ahead becomes clearer. The relief is immediate. Less stress, more cash flow, and a sense of hope that maybe, just maybe, you can do this. You notice the tension in your shoulders easing and your nights become a little more restful. And with every small victory, you gain a sense of control. You're no longer at the mercy of overdue notices or collection calls. Instead, you're steering the ship. These wins are tangible. Getting the car title, holding it in your hands, knowing that what was once a monthly burden is now a symbol of your progress. Watching your emergency fund grow, even if it's just a few dollars at a time, gives you a sense of security you may never have felt before. It's proof that you're building a safety net for whatever life throws your way. Every problem solved is a weight off your shoulders. Each bill paid, each debt cleared, is one less thing to worry about. You start to feel lighter, more optimistic, and ready to take on new challenges. The feedback is fast. Pay a bill, see the balance drop. The numbers change in real time, and you get to witness your progress with every click. It's a rush that keeps you coming back for more. This creates a powerful motivation loop. Each success fuels your desire to keep going, to tackle the next challenge, to see just how far you can go. It's like leveling up in a video game. Each debt conquered makes you stronger, more confident, and more skilled at handling your finances. You start to see yourself as someone who can win this game. The journey from overwhelmed to debt-free is a heroic narrative. It's a story of resilience, determination, and transformation. You're rewriting your financial story with every step. You're the hero slaying high-interest dragons and breaking the chains of bad habits that held you back for years. Each victory is a testament to your strength and commitment. The noise of these early victories is loud and affirming. Friends and family notice your progress, and you start to inspire others around you. The energy is contagious. It proves change is possible, and your efforts matter. You see the before and after, and realize that your hard work is paying off in real, visible ways. This phase builds the confidence you'll need for the quieter, longer journey ahead. It's the foundation for everything that comes next, giving you the courage to keep moving forward. The excitement of quick wins is real, and it's worth celebrating. Every milestone, no matter how small, is a step closer to your ultimate goal. But it's just the beginning. Soon, the game changes. The path ahead will require patience, persistence, and a new set of strategies, and that's when the real challenge starts. But now, you're ready for it. Armed with confidence, momentum, and the knowledge that you can slay any dragon that stands in your way. Once debts are gone and savings are set, the game changes. You move from clearing obstacles to building wealth. The sprint is over. Now it's a marathon. Sprints are intense and short. Marathons require endurance and consistency. Early on, every action brings quick results. Now progress is slow and steady. Small, repeatable actions like regular investing. The feedback loop stretches out. Results aren't immediate. You must trust that your consistent efforts are adding up, even if you can't see it yet. Many lose motivation here, expecting fast results, but the focus must shift from short-term wins to long-term habits. It's about discipline, not drama. The quiet routine is where real wealth grows. After the big wins, progress feels slow, not because you've stopped, but because milestones are farther apart. Early victories are dramatic. Now, growth is incremental. Saving your first 1,000 feels huge. Adding another 1,000 to 50,000 feels minor. Our brains notice big changes, not small ones. As your net worth grows, each new dollar feels less significant. This slow growth can be unsatisfying in a world obsessed with speed. We crave excitement, but real wealth building is quiet and steady. The absence of fireworks can feel like failure, but it's not. The slow, silent growth is a feature, not a bug. Staying the course through this phase is the real challenge. Humans are wired to want rewards now, not later. This makes long-term investing tough. Delaying gratification is hard. Marketers exploit this, tempting us with instant pleasures. When progress is slow, the urge to splurge grows stronger. The quiet phase offers little immediate reward, making it easy to stray. I deserve a treat can derail years of progress. Building wealth is more about behavior than math. The real skill is finding satisfaction in the process, not just the payoff. The quiet phase is when boredom tempts us to tinker with our plans. It's a subtle danger. When nothing dramatic is happening, our minds start searching for excitement or novelty. We convince ourselves that making a change, any change, is better than sitting still, even if our original plan was working just fine. People abandon solid strategies for risky bets or try to time the market. The temptation to act, to do something, can be overwhelming, especially when headlines scream about the next big thing or sudden downturns. We start to believe that we need to outsmart the system rather than trust the process. This craving for excitement often leads to costly mistakes. Acting on impulse, we might sell at the worst time or chase after investments that are already overhyped. The emotional roller coaster can cloud our judgment and make us forget why we started in the first place. Chasing hot stocks or speculative assets can wipe out years of progress. One wrong move, made in a moment of impatience, can undo all the careful planning and discipline that got us this far. Lifestyle inflation is another trap. Upgrading your life as your finances improve can stall your savings. As we earn more, it's tempting to reward ourselves with bigger purchases, but these habits can quietly erode our financial foundation. Enjoying your success is fine, but letting spending rise with income keeps you on a treadmill. The more you spend, the harder it becomes to build real wealth, and the cycle of wanting more never truly ends. The urge for feedback and excitement makes us mistake activity for progress. We check our accounts obsessively, make unnecessary trades, and confuse busyness with productivity. The best investors know, most of the time, doing nothing is the smartest move. True growth often happens quietly in the background, while we resist the urge to interfere. Stick to your plan. Let the system work. Consistency and patience are your greatest allies, even when progress feels slow or invisible. Sabotage happens when emotions override logic. Our feelings can push us to act against our own best interests, especially when fear or greed takes over. Real discipline is about avoiding mistakes, not making brilliant moves. It's about knowing when to pause, reflect, and trust the process you've set in motion. The quiet phase tests your patience and commitment. It's a challenge to stay focused when nothing exciting is happening, but this is where real progress is made. Don't let boredom derail your future. Remember, the urge to act is often just a distraction from your long-term goals. Stay the course, even when it feels dull. True success is built on patience, discipline, and the courage to do nothing when that's what's needed most. Early in your investment journey, growth feels flat. Most gains come from your own contributions, not returns. It can take years before compounding really kicks in. This long, flat road tests your patience. Many lose faith, thinking their money isn't working. But this phase is essential. Your contributions build the foundation. Compounding starts slow, like a toddler learning to walk. Eventually, your returns outpace your contributions. Endurance through this phase is key. Those who persist get to experience the exponential magic later. To thrive in the quiet phase, redefine success. Early on, it's about hitting big milestones. Later, it's about maintaining momentum, consistent saving and investing. Focus on habits you control, not volatile account balances. Success is about sticking to your plan, not chasing numbers. Like a pilot, trusting their instruments, trust your financial system. Zoom out. Over years, the upward trend becomes clear. Celebrate consistency. It's the secret to long-term freedom. The best investors act like gardeners, not traders. They set up good systems, then let time do the work. Prepare the soil, plant the seeds, and be patient. Don't dig up your investments to check for growth. Trust your plan, automate contributions, rebalance occasionally, and wait. Focus on what you can control. Savings rate, strategy, behavior. Ignore market noise and trends. The real progress happens quietly in the background. Wealth builds while you're living your life, not watching the market. The goal is for your money to work harder than you do. That comes from patience and discipline, not constant action. True wealth is built in silence. Trust the seeds you've planted. They'll grow.